From a guy's perspective, is it weird if a girl were to approach you and be like, hey, I think you're really attractive, like, my name is so-and-so? Because today, I seen these two gentlemen. They came in the coffee shop as I was working, and they were very attractive men, and we made eye contact and all of that, but I didn't know if, like, it would be weird if I went up to them and would have been like, hey, like, I think you're really cute. Like, is that, would you guys appreciate that? I don't know.
Since most women regard men who approach them as creeps and their attention is unwanted by default, then maybe women should start approaching men since they no longer want to approach due to your default negative reactions towards them. Men shouldn't always have to make the first move. Besides, we have so much negative stigma against us, it's difficult to even compliment a woman. Thanks to feminism, men have now been conditioned to think that approaching women is some kind of harassment. There are tons of TikTok videos of girls shaming men for even doing decent things, as simple as holding a door for them. So from a man's perspective, if a man sees a woman sitting alone, he no longer sees a potential date or girlfriend, he sees someone who would only want to judge and shame him, and it's just not worth the risk. Even in professional settings, it's getting increasingly difficult to talk to women. It's not anymore about facts, reason, or logic, it's about how they feel. You can't make them feel bad, you can't challenge them, you can't coach them, can't give any kind of advice, can't criticize in any way. They're perfect beings, and anything that would suggest otherwise is dismissed. Best case. Worst case, it takes you to HR. Because of this, the cost of approaching any woman for the majority of men is greater than the benefit. Even on dating platforms, men have stopped entertaining women.
I matched with this hottie on Hinge. I say, where's our first date? I shoot him a shot, right? He says, you tell me. I say, you can't Uno reverse card me. He said, it's already been done. Like, this is such lazy chatting. I say, well, I don't know FiDi well. Show me a cool cocktail bar. Speakeasy vibes? Like, I'm setting it all up for him. Like, he doesn't have to figure anything out. He says Stone Street. Like, I'm supposed to know what that is. So now I have to go Google. Cute. I think I've been there. What's your schedule? Like, I can't even get the decency of a full sentence. Schedule's insane. Work crazy hours. Cool, you're really making me work for this. What every girl dreams for. I'm done with men.
In her caption, she wrote hot men equals to minimal effort. This lady is too busy trying to join Chad's harem, wishing that his attention was only on her. Also, do you think more and more women will start asking men out? I don't think so. It's really about power, and women know that asking a man out takes away the power that they need to dominate the relationship. They have to undergo constant rejection, have to lead with conversation, and be charismatic. What's funny is women hate the idea of it, but realistically they would have more success than men. With the distrust between men and women in the current dating scene, men would be skeptical about women approaching. They were asked about their reaction if a woman approaches them, and this is what they had to say. If a hot girl was nice to me, the first thing I'd do is glance around for an accomplice and make sure I still had my wallet. Sadly, if a girl shows me some attention, the first thought that goes through my mind is, what does she want from me, or how is she going to use me? I would look around for the prank cameras or think she's a waitress looking for a tip. I think a lot of women, even when they have good intentions, are going to have to be aware of the fact that men will automatically suspect an ulterior motive when they are approached. Men have become innately suspicious of women's motives and intentions, and it is now women who will have to prove themselves. When you approach a man, he genuinely doesn't believe you're hitting on him, unless you make it obvious. The vast majority of times, if women were to ask men out, they would likely get politely rejected, because they will overwhelmingly going to do this only for guys way out of their league. It's important to remember that another reason why women don't get approached in public is because we live in a culture where people only communicate online for the most part. Therefore, we have lost the all-important skills of approaching people to start conversations and put themselves out there and possibly risk everything. We hear a lot about men's lack of social skills, but never hear about women's lack of social skills. Back in the day, women knew how to reject a guy in a civilized manner. Politeness was always an important factor. If a woman did not like a man who approached, she would let him down easy, not degrade or humiliate him. Basically, a large number of women today are bullies, and no one likes bullies. Due to this skewed dating scene, men have totally checked out. Men today are faced with two choices. One choice leads them to peace and happiness and success, but it's done alone without a woman in his life. The other choice leads to chaos. It may or may not come with a woman in his life, but if it does, it has no guarantee of success. In the past, men would take the second choice because the success rate was much better. But in today's world, men are taking the first choice, heading out on their own journey of success, peace, and happiness, without women in their life, and the number of those men keeps growing. Thank you for watching. Kindly give us a like and subscribe. Don't forget to share your opinion with us.